Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out tonight. I just reached Andrew Goodell and said, you win, and he did win. He and I both want to make New York a better place. And this has been an endurance test after what in many ways was a textbook campaign, but mostly not a textbook campaign. He is the victor. I wanted the chance to prove to the voters I meant what I said along the campaign trail. Now that challenge belongs to him. To the Committee on Vacancies, I want to thank Vince DeJoy, Keith Ahlstrom, and Frank Duronsky for giving me this opportunity. To Fred Larson.
Good, I'm off camera. I think we needed a new battery.
Who helped?
Go back, rewind. You're not the only one that'll need to be recharged.
I need a little break. Who helped me in the courts with when few lawyers wanted to go there with me. We had no paid staff. Not 1 cent went to all of these believers. I especially want to thank all the volunteers, the person who got me into this, who's just exited, who agreed to be my honorary chair, who was counseling me every step of the way, Raleigh Kidder. Huge thank you, and to his wife Jane, who tolerated my stopping by their home practically daily for assignments and think sessions. And when Raleigh wasn't available, and often it was the three of us, to David Shepard, my equally wise advisor. Dave and I had worked with Raleigh in Albany 30 years ago, so it was a little like old times. To my campaign manager, who is here, a young man from Dunkirk. I knew only slightly when this began, a fellow with a full-time job in Buffalo who agreed to give every spare moment of his time to our effort, and boy did he, Mike Sidlow. To another young man who loves research and helped me tremendously to understand various issues I needed to be on top of. We call him the Fixer, Alex Leon. Here. To my deputy campaign manager, who departed for the Air Force a couple of weeks ago. We knew she was headed there when she signed up. She was the first person to say that she wanted to be a full-time partner in my campaign, Liesl Peterson of Fredonia, who's somewhere in Texas. To my treasurer, wow, did he stay on top of the finances, which is a relief to anyone running for public office, having all kinds of people scrutinize your work along the way. Jim Olson. The first to telegraph via Facebook that I was running, who then offered her services and was pressed into service at every turn. She created our logo, which became our signs, which became our magnets, which showed up on our literature and our ads. People loved her design, and as a graphic artist, she knows how to move fast. I hired her 28 years ago to work on our team to re-elect Congressman Stan Lundeen, my good friend, Sue Kellogg. This leads me to another mentor who gives me sage governmental and political advice all the time, Stan Lundeen. To all party committee chairmen in the county, I hesitate to start naming, but I appreciate them finding sign locations, rallying the troops, the phone calls, everything it takes in every campaign. In the North County, to Natalie, I can't pronounce her last name, I'm so sorry, I don't know enough good Polish pronunciation, but she found our headquarters there and helped us very much. Mike, I know you'll tell her I spoke of her. To the core group of Jamestowners, political junkies, who know how to set it up tonight, and who have helped us make decisions, great decisions, along the way. His Honor Mayor Sam Teresi. To a new friend who was a volunteer extraordinaire. She could not vote for me, but she convinced a lot of people that they ought to be voting for me, and I'm sure they did. Gail Bellamy of Frewsburg. Let's see, to my family, who I abandoned very quickly. I abandoned them overnight. My father, who I'm sure is finding out the results as we are. My sister and sister-in-law are here, maybe, yes, in the back. I thank you for coming tonight, and I'm back! And the biggest thank you, the loudest applause tonight, a round of applause to the man who left a legacy in the State Assembly, who is leaving a legacy that will probably never be repeated. 28 years. I have to think it's probably the longest of, or close to the longest of any person to represent Chautauqua County in the State Assembly from the 150th, who deserves life with a grandchild, to teach, I think his name is Liam, about Walt Whitman and the harmonica. Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Parment. You're all my friends. We work competitive. We care about each other. And in victory and defeat, we care about New York State. Thank you.